Okay, so now the machine has been powered on for about 20 to 30 minutes. That's a good warm-up time. Now we want to perform an alignment test. You would consult the user manual for this model. It happens to be on page 28. Okay, feel free to pause the video and take a screenshot of this or have it in front of you, however you like to do it. I am going to perform an alignment test. Open safety lid, step 1. Okay. 2, place thermal paper. Alright, so open lid and place thermal paper. Okay, and where do I want to place it? I want to place it on this. Okay, so this you should be able to move carefully with your hand, and where we're going to place the thermal paper is right across the focus lens, so right here, okay? And that is what we do according to the manual. Yeah, so we're going to place the paper right there. And now thermal paper is a little bit tricky. Make sure that whether you get it from a grocery store or a department store, that you know which side is the thermal side, okay? You can test that by scraping your nail across it. If it makes a black mark, that's the side you want, okay? The other side of the paper won't do it, so make sure you know that you want this side face up when you tape it to your focus lens. So I'm just going to tape right here, and it has to drape across the other side. Okay. Right. Because what we're going to do is we're going to test fire the laser, and it's going to make an imprint on that thermal paper. That's why you want to make sure you have the thermal paper the correct side up. I've already tested it, see? There's a black line on it. Okay. Anyway, next. Okay. Now we've just placed thermal paper, done step 2. I already inadvertently did step 3. I unlocked the X gantry. So the unlock button is... This button is the unlock button, and it says N lid because my lid is open. So how do you know it's locked or unlocked? Well, you close the lid and it tells you L off. So that's lock is off. So the X gantry is off, okay? Alright, done step 3. Now position laser head. Move laser head into upper left corner of workspace. Now moving it, you just very carefully move it with your finger all the way to the left and all the way up. Okay? Next. Alright, step 4 is done. Step 5. Okay, page 29. Close safety lid, and number 6 is test fire the laser. Okay, so we'll end up pressing that button. Okay, close the lid. Test fire the laser. It is important before you press this button to not look at the lasing tube because it is dangerous to your eyes. Well, I'm going to go ahead and point the camera at it so that maybe you'll be able to see a flash when I press the button. But maybe you won't. But I won't look at it with my real eyes. Okay. So I'm going to press it now. Okay. I don't know if you saw anything. I didn't look. So... And you only need to press it real lightly once. You won't hear anything, but you'll know that something's happened by checking the thermal paper. Okay? Now I'm going to carefully pull it towards me, come over here, take a look. Alright, there's a black dot. That means you've just test fired the laser, okay? Let's see what our next step is. Okay, we did 6. Now we need to do 7. Repeat to test fire in other 3 corners without removing thermal tape. Repeat firing laser once in each of the other corners of the machine. Upper right, and lower left. Okay. Okay. So now upper right it said, so I'm just going to carefully move it all the way to the right. If it feels like it gets stuck, just move it up or down a little bit, because you don't want to be forceful with this, because the little air tube, this little black tube, has to follow. This cannot become disconnected, so be careful when you're moving this thing. We want all the way to the right and all the way up. Okay, and then I'm going to test fire that corner. That button. Now I should see a second dot, burn mark. Okay. There's one corner. I'm going to do the bottom right corner, all the way to the right and all the way down. Okay. Close lid. And press the test fire button. Remember, do not look at it when you press the test fire button. I mean, do not look at the lasing tube. When I say lasing tube, I specifically mean this. The lasing is happening on the inside, the small tube that's inside this big tube, okay? So that's where you don't want to look. Alright, and now that was bottom right. Now we're going to go bottom left. This is our last corner. Carefully moving it all the way to the left and the bottom, okay? Close the lid. Perform a test fire. Note that whenever I press the test fire, the green lamp in this side will illuminate. That's how you know that you've actually pressed the button. Okay. Now we have 4 dots and we need to check their results. We need to do step 8. Okay, step 8 is check results. We shall check results. Okay. Now, that involves removing the thermal paper very carefully. Remove. Okay. Now, here's our thermal paper. And so, it's either not aligned or it's aligned. I'd say maybe one of the mirrors is dirty, because it doesn't look like there's any prominence of a sphere as there is here, okay? So maybe if we clean one of the mirrors, we can make that fuzziness go away. Now, cleaning the mirrors cannot be done with any chemicals. They don't recommend any chemicals, so you really want just a little microfiber cloth, okay? Yeah, here we go. No water, no chemicals, just a little microfiber cloth, okay? And I'm going to carefully wipe off any of those devices that are shiny. Here, and then there's another one. Can't really see it, but underneath. Anyway, one that looks at that one. Another one there. Here in the top left corner. Yeah, be very careful when you're doing this. You don't want your elbow to bump any of the surfaces. I'm cleaning off that lens there. It's not really, it's like a two-way mirror. So the total of 5 surfaces, okay? So, and I just wiped off 5 surfaces. So there's this one, only one side, and this one, 2 sides. So like the other side close to the wall, and then the front side, okay? And then this one over here, this is one side, okay? On the actual laser head, you have the lens, that part, and then you have the other mirror above the lens, which, let's see if I can show that to you. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's there. Okay, now that I have cleaned off the mirrors, I can test the alignment again, okay? Okay, I've placed a new piece of thermal paper, and I'm going to move my X gantry to the top left, firstly, and do a test fire. Okay. See our black dot? And there it is. Move it to the top right. Right, all the way to the top, close, and test fire. Okay. All the way to the bottom, right, close, and test fire. Bottom left, okay. Close, and test fire. Alright, and we pull it to the middle and we check our results. Pull this up. Okay. There's our first run and the second run. Okay. And I would say that something is misaligned because I've done it twice, and the laser does need to be aligned in this case, because see how it's not, it looks like that if it's aligned, okay? And then it looks more like this, where, see, there's the main dots are here, and then there's this sub dot underneath and to the left. So I will continue onward to page 30, okay, to mirror alignment procedure.